In Portland, 43% of murders from the last decade are unsolved. That's a higher percentage of unsolved murders than in Bangor, in the state, and the country. News Center Now is dedicating a week of coverage to the victims of those unsolved murders and their families who are searching for answers. This is David Anderson's story.
Hi, my name is Kelly Turner. I am David Anderson's sister. My brother was murdered on March 15, 2016. I got up early in the morning to go to work and I looked on my Facebook and I saw wrapped David.
That's how Kelly Turner found out her brother had been murdered, from his friend's posts on Facebook.
Funny, loving, caring. He would give you the shirt off his back.
She had only met her half-brother David 1 year prior.
He was finally where a place that I could actually meet him.
David struggled.
Heroin, cocaine, ecstasy, he tried everything.
After years of talking over the phone, Kelly finally met her brother. They quickly got to know one another, only to have that growing relationship ripped away.
I just wish that I had more time with him, but I didn't.
David was killed at an apartment on Gilman Street. He had been staying there with his girlfriend. They struggled to find a steady place because of their addiction. Police say someone approached the apartment that night. David went to answer the door. Before he could turn the knob, someone opened fire.
The difficulty in this particular case is that no one in the apartment saw the shooter.
Police reached out to the public for help, posting a picture of surveillance footage on the department's Facebook page. David's case is one of 11 unsolved homicides in Portland in the last decade.
Because he was a drug addict.
Kelly feels like her brother's case is not a priority.
I feel like people who live that lifestyle get pushed on the back burner. If he was rich or, lived a better life, maybe he would be a priority.
Assistant Police Chief Vern Malik insists a person's lifestyle doesn't affect the way the department investigates.
Whether or not someone's homeless, whether or not they're a drug addict, whether or not they're anything, doesn't matter to us. We're going to investigate that crime because we feel like it's important to get the perpetrators off the streets.
News Center Maine spent 6 months collecting and analyzing data on the city of Portland's homicides from 2007 to 2017. In that time, nearly half of cases went unsolved. Why? Malik says drug-related cases are tougher to close.
I don't know if that's because people are less willing to come forward and cooperate, but certainly many of the unsolved cases involve drugs.
Our investigation shows that in that 10-year period, about 11% of Portland's homicide cases are drug-related, including David Anderson's death.
That was one of my biggest fears, of losing him to that or a drug overdose, and I kept begging him to get out of that.
The surveillance pictures didn't yield many results for detectives, but the assistant chief says the case is active.
But there have been no arrests.
Do you feel like you're close to any arrest?
I will say that investigation is currently still active and being worked.
Still, Kelly's disappointed in the limited information she's received from the department.
I feel like they should be more updating, us.
She wants an answer to the question that keeps her up at night. Who killed her brother?
When I reach out, call back and let me know.
She was looking forward to getting to know him, but instead has to live her life without him around.
Having my wedding was very hard. Sorry. He wasn't there. And I wish he was.
Kelly's convinced that someone knows something they're not saying and says she won't rest until she knows what happened.
I wonder if he's at peace. Because I know I'm not, and I won't until we get justice.
Tomorrow in this series, we're going to hear Brian Garcia's story. He was killed almost exactly 1 year ago. And if you want more information on David Anderson's case or any of the stories we've shown this week, that's available on our websites and mobile apps.
Unbelievable stories, and great of these families to reach out and be willing to talk to you and share these personal experiences with you.
Absolutely. It's so hard for them too.
All right. Thank you.